All right, now to the border reopening, which has a date tonight, November 8th. Fully vaccinated Canadian travelers will be able to come across the bridges yet again. Following that announcement from Washington, 2 News Side's Ron Plants talked to a federal representative who pushed for this to happen about his lingering concerns.
Those U.S. border inspection booths should finally be green for Canadians come November 8th. It's obviously a relief for many here in Western New York after a year and a half or more in which those family visits or cross-border trips for consumers from Canada were blocked. And of course, for Congressman Brian Higgins, who for many months has been calling for this to happen, especially in recent weeks as the Canadian vaccination rate, now in the mid-70% range, has exceeded the rate here in the U.S. But just as Canada rolled out the Arrive Can app to allow U.S. travelers back in early August, are we really ready on this side? Are you concerned that Homeland Security hasn't mentioned anything about that? This processing to check for people and their vaccination status?
Yeah, I am. I used Arrive Cam, and it worked fine. So, you know, you don't start working on this 2 weeks before an opening. It takes, weeks and months of preparation, just the information technology itself. So my hope is, I'm going to be, hopeful that there will be clear guidance.
And one final point for Higgins, who communicated with and kept pushing the Biden administration for answers on the border with that overall vaccine incentive idea. Again, as they got more people immunized than we did in the U.S., did they ever give you an explanation why it's taken so long?
They never gave anybody an explanation.
That was Channel 2's Ron Plants reporting. Another factor to consider, the Washington Post reported recently on some resistance by some Customs and Border Protection employees and their union to the federal government's vaccine mandate of November 22nd for federal employees, including those inspectors and officers here. The Post article says the September 21st survey showed 80% of Customs and Border Protection personnel were in fact vaccinated, so no word on whether the remaining unvaccinated could cause any staffing issues, and no response to Ron's call to the local Customs public information officers.